Right. I think we're good to go.
Hey.
We are live. We are live on YouTube. On we're also recording it, so we're this is a new era,
Mm.
for the Boonch Boys, a new era for brunch in general. Um,
Yeah, we're really taking brunch to a new level.
yeah, forget about it. How are you? Let's just treat
Yeah.
it exactly the same.
It's just a completely normal thing.
Let's just talk for 40 minutes about a thing we know nothing about.
Just a classic episode.
Just two boys being confused. Oh, there was something. So, I recently recorded and posted a video on my tutoring channel,
Mm,
where I sort of like went through all of the math questions on an SAT practice test, and
nice.
one of the things had the word boys in it. And without mentioning or like being weird about it, I was like, so Armand and Jacob are two boys, and and I there's it's all about the little joys, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you have to take pleasure in the little joys.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
how are you?
gotta do it. I'm
let's
doing
let's
well.
let's
Let's
rep
talk about the
let's
merch.
rep the niche.
Look at that.
This
Look at
is our
that.
main gal right here. We
Oh
should
yeah, she's killing it.
You know what we should do? Like, once we become the most popular podcast, just drop
Mhm.
off, tell nobody where we went, and then do an amazing biography about this woman.
Would be good about
like,
the goose in the
yeah,
picture.
write a Pulitzer Prize winning book about this goose
Yeah,
woman.
that's the next logical step after this podcast absolutely explodes.
We stop all of it and then
Yeah.
because you got to respect your roots, you know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you can't just like go off on your own and expect. So what are you drinking? We don't
Mm.
drink alcohol anymore, so
No.
I have
I
protein
got
powder.
there's nothing in this cup, so I probably need to get some water.
Do you want to get some water? I mean,
I want to get some
we're
water.
live.
Let's just get some
This doesn't
water.
have to be tight, right? This
Yeah,
is not our
exactly.
tight 5. This is our loose 10.
Yeah, we're going real loose on this one. All right, I'll
Yeah,
be
go
back
get
with
some water.
water.
I'll entertain everybody.
Yeah.
So hi to all of the 2 viewers. Um, Welcome to our first live. If you have any questions for us, put it in the comments. We'll be answering questions. Today's a loose. You just talk to us. Let us know if anything is going wrong, if you can't hear us, if anything like that. All right. It should be okay because I have the streaming setup. But if anybody wants to ask questions, ask away. Any question? I was telling our 2 concurrent viewers, if
We actually have two viewers.
yeah, I think so.
Wow, that's big.
I know, right?
I'm impressed.
We're
Thanks, guys.
yeah. Here we come, book. Send them in the comments. All right. Okay. So, how are you?
I am good. I have a dilemma.
Tell me.
This has been troubling me for a few days now. So,
Mhm.
uh, I have a Brita pitcher. This
Yes,
is where all the
as one
great
does.
dilemmas start.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have a
The
Brita
great
pitcher.
historical dilemmas
Yeah,
of
exactly.
history.
Yeah. So yeah, I have this Brita pitcher. Um,
Like a picture of a Brita, right? Okay,
yeah.
good, good,
It's a
good.
picture. Yeah. I just pour water on it. No. It's yeah. So I it's nice because it has this little like light on it where
Mhm.
it'll like flash if you need to replace the filter.
Yeah,
Very impressive technology. I don't know how
yeah.
it actually works. Like how anyway.
They
Um
shrank a Brita expert and they put it
yeah,
in the middle.
yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cute. It's yeah, but no, okay, so the light goes off when you need to replace the filter. And the light has gone off for the past few days.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I should replace the filter because that's what it says to do. But I'm leaving here in like a week.
Mhm.
and I was like, I don't want to replace a new, or I want to put in a new filter
Hmm.
if it's just gonna sit
It's
there.
inefficient. It's an inefficient
Exactly.
use of your money. I understand.
Exactly. So I've been drinking unfiltered water for the past few days, and I'm already feeling the effects.
Really.
No, no, not at all. It's the same.
You're like,
uh,
I lost my pinky.
right, yeah, everything's bad now. So that's the whole thing, but it's
Okay,
fine.
so
The
listen.
interesting thing is, I'm still filling up the pitcher.
No,
I'm
I think those things are like it's still a filter, you know what I mean? It's still gonna get out something. It's probably not the most effective.
mm,
That's it's because we have a picture, the same thing in Miami. We've never replaced the filter. We've never
yeah,
replaced the filter, and it's sort of like I don't know if this is true. We can research this, but it's like expiration dates on food. It's not
yeah,
like it's gonna go like your bag of Lay's potato chips isn't gonna rot. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just it's
It's not
not the
gonna get
best.
worse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and Brita is probably like, look, your water's still probably getting filtered, but
yeah,
if 50% of it is still filtered, that's way better than it being unfiltered.
true.
But they want you to not be like, oh, it's not filtering, so they
Yeah,
tell you to replace it when,
right.
because yeah, so it's
Yeah,
don't worry about it, like
yeah.
literally
No,
don't
it's all
worry about
good.
it.
End
Yeah,
of the dilemma.
especially if it's a week. Like I would have that same dilemma if I were leaving in a month. I
Yeah,
would be,
yeah.
how do you use it frequently? This is the
Oh yeah.
question. Okay.
I drink water
How much
throughout the
water do
day.
you drink?
Oh boy. Maybe a lot.
Do you measure? You don't measure?
No. No, I just keep filling up my water bottle. I should
See,
probably measure.
this is why you're poor.
This is 750 milliliters, and I maybe have like three or four of these a day, probably.
Okay, so weak sauce.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no, absolutely.
three
It's
to four
definitely not
one
enough.
liters a day.
Oh man.
You
Oh
look.
boy.
Who knew there was such a, oh man, I just realized that. Okay, I just realized that our we have to change this as well. The Richard Kind story is coming on Wednesday. You guys will hear about it,
Oh
but
yeah. Is
Richard,
it still on there?
no, he's our he's like our, you know those little buttons in the bottom right hand corners of YouTube videos that are like subscribe
Yeah.
to the channel.
Oh god,
There's a
yeah.
picture of him that's that. So I will have to
Man,
change
we really
that.
went all in on Richard Gone.
we did not we did not stop. Okay,
Yeah.
my favorite thing that I definitely want to get to before people leave is I did like 6 of those Deku memes.
Oh, seriously.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
I
so
did
excited
I
about
did a
this.
lot of them.
That's
So
such a good platform for it.
it's so good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share
Well,
my
what I
screen.
love about this is that the episode with that with the source of that has not been, we haven't released that yet, so we're just going to be
Oh
showing
yeah.
that still with no explanation.
That's good. That
Yeah,
gets
no,
that
that makes
forces
it better.
people. Yeah, that makes people want to watch the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
But you'll get it, and then people
Yeah.
will get it on rewatch.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
So yeah, let me share
It's
my
gonna be
screen.
the big cliffhanger for next time. Where in the hell did this come from?
So it, so yeah, there's this one, which is
It's
pretty
so
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Oh, I love that.
this one I like this one as well.
That's so good.
Um,
It's very accurate.
some of
Nice.
some of these are
Nice.
just pop references.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Um,
music theory memes. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good, dude.
this one's in the running for my favorite.
Yeah.
I only made 6, so I might have to continue.
Only 6.
This one's okay. People don't get it.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
If you know. And then my favorite one Oh, oops.
That's a good one too.
I think this one's my favorite one.
Nice.
Give it up. Give it up.
Lovely.
All right.
I wanna. We should. We've talked about this for a while, but that what is it even called now? It's one of those sites where you can like upload photos. Um, we've talked about this
Instagram.
before. No, when we were trying to make coasters out of Mr. Callahan's face.
Oh, I think you
Yeah,
can do that through
yeah.
Teespring now.
You. Oh, seriously on
I
Teespring?
think
Oh,
so.
do you think he'd be cool if we sold coasters with his face
On
for
Boonch.
our profit? Uh,
Hi, can we use your likeness in a ton of different products that we profit from?
yeah. But no, I want to send them a puzzle because that was the other thing
That's
I was
so
trying to
good.
do.
Just like send random people pictures of them as a
Of
puzzle.
them as a puzzle. Yeah, that's like a
No
great.
return address.
Yeah, yeah. It was delivered to their door by us. There was no, yeah, no postage on that bad boy. But no, I want to do that with the Callahans absolutely killing it.
That's so good.
Meme. Make them a nice puzzle out of that.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I mean, we talked recently, so
We did indeed.
I mean, my foot is getting better because
Oh, good.
I realized that I don't I don't know. I had something too tight in my shoes, so I loosened it.
Nice.
We need a podcast.
There it
Absolutely
is.
killing
There
it.
is. Yeah, no, this is what we do on the Boonch Brunch. It's just talking about our shoes.
Absolutely.
That's
Boonch Dad, I don't know who that is, says,
think
"Am I
that's
really
your
half
father."
of your audience?" No, I know.
Okay.
And then I said yes, and then he was like, "Oh no, wait, I'm all of your audience now."
Oh no.
Oh
Do
no.
we only have one viewer now?
We still have two, but it's
okay.
fluctuating between one and two.
Ah.
See, here's the dilemma. People can answer in the comments if there are any.
All those people.
Yeah, all those people.
Mr. Zonizer.
Yeah. When's the best time to like go live? Because you and I are morning people, right? Like,
I don't know if that's true anymore.
you're not a morning person.
I know it's big. This is what I think I've
I
discovered.
like
in this
I end the Zoom. I
end of
never
the
talk to
podcast.
you. I see you in 30 years
I'm just asleep
with a
I'm just
clone of you that
nocturnal.
wakes up at 5.
What were we talking? No, okay. This has become our new thing. where I
Oh
just
wait,
completely
hold on.
forget
I
what we're talking.
totally forgot about the the soundboard. Sorry. keep
Oh
going.
right. Oh, classic. Uh, okay.
Keep going.
Yeah. Okay. So this, I think, is what I've discovered
Mhm.
this past semester. I think for a while I have tried to like convince myself that I am or make myself into a morning person.
Mhm.
And like first 2 years of college, like I was like getting up like reliably at like 6, you know, and I would do like morning shifts at the bagel shop and all this sort of stuff, and you know, be cool with like the early morning classes and all that kind of stuff.
Rise and grind.
Rise and grind. And
Rise and grange.
Grange. And I and then this semester, just by circumstance,
Mhm.
I didn't have any of those morning responsibilities. I didn't have class until like 1 every day.
Mhm.
And I just had time in the morning, and I discovered that I felt much more efficient doing my work from like 9 to midnight rather than
Really?
yeah, it was surprising. And then
Wow.
I'd sleep, yeah, so that's been my new routine. I'd sleep until like 10 and then go to bed at like 12 usually.
Do I even know you?
I know, it's a whole new me. New year,
season
new
2.
me.
Season
Yeah,
2.
season 2. Henry's coming late.
First of all, I wasn't sharing
waiting
my
for it.
sound. I should now. I'm sharing
there
my
you go.
sound. This just in. Henry wakes up
Night
at
owl.
10 a.m.
Night owl.
Henry is living the idea that your life is an experiment and you should do what feels good.
That's been the big moral for me. But yeah, that's what I mean, again, not that I can't wake up earlier, but I've things have shifted
That's
in
good.
a particular way. Yeah, it's all right.
That's good. Yeah. Do you think that that's genetic, or do you think that that's just...
Definitely don't think it's genetic. I mean, because my parents, like, they they try to sleep in and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So yeah, my mom will be like, well,
I slept in today. I got up at 8:15.
Yeah. Oh no. It's like they'll like turn off their alarm, and then they'll be like, all right, we're gonna sleep in on Sunday.
They're like prep talk. They're like, we can do this.
All right, this
we
is gonna
sleep.
happen. Let's go.
We'll finally sleep in once in our adult lives.
Yeah. No, but they'll literally just like, they'll be like, oh well, I just woke up at 6:30 and I started thinking about stuff and I started paying the bills and like I just had stuff to do and I did it. And so it's definitely
There were coupons
not
that needed to be
genetic.
clipped. I needed to
Yeah.
I needed to baste
Yeah.
the turkey.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah, that's the
needed to
thing.
be
Like
done.
yeah. So it's definitely not genetic. And Philip as well does. I mean, he still gets up at like 5:30 every day and just practices. And it's I don't. Yeah, I think I don't know what it is.
That's
I think
interesting.
I'm
You're an anomaly.
I'm adopted. No,
Oh, God. See,
no,
the one thing is that with you, I know you're not adopted, right? After
Yeah,
knowing your
that is
parents,
true.
it's like,
Yeah.
I know you're not adopted.
yeah, I'm a product of those two people.
Yeah, when I look at them, if I didn't know who you were, I would come up with the picture of you.
Yeah. But anyway, that is what I've discovered. Again, not I enjoy an early morning boonch brunch. Not an early morning, but morning time boonch brunch.
We can always push it back
as
because,
much
like,
as the next-
the thing is, people most, like, when I think brunch, I think like 9:30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think 10 a.m.
in between breakfast and lunch. It makes sense.
Just because I am a morning person, and yeah, I mean, today is a perfect case in point. Yesterday, when I don't have things to do at night and like I'm not hanging out or doing something, I'm like, why am I awake? So I just yesterday that happened. I went to bed at 9. I woke up today at 4:30 and I got a ton of stuff done.
Yeah,
And
there
it's
you
like
go.
that's just how I am. You're discovering how you are. We're just figuring out who we are. You want to hear the worst thing that I'm now worried about?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Do you eat brown rice?
Yeah,
Okay, more than white rice?
yes.
Okay,
It's healthier, right? Or it's supposed to be.
this is the thing.
Oof.
Brown
Brita
rice,
filters.
lentils, all these things that have kind of hardish, like, outsides,
Yeah.
they have more nutrients in them, but they also have things called anti-nutrients.
What's up?
They have anti-nutrients, which means they block the nutrients, like, usefulness. They attach to the nutrients and they make it useless to your body.
Well, that's not great.
Isn't that ridiculous? So that's like, so it's like, I mean, there's still nutritional content in it, but there are also anti-nutrients that if you don't get out, there's no point in eating it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not any better than just eating white rice. And so what you have,
Interesting.
and so what I learned is that grains, right? Like different types of rices, wild rice, brown rice, legumes, peanuts, all those nuts, like they have anti-nutrients in them, and what you need to do is soak them for 24 hours with water and apple cider vinegar. I know, right? Isn't that
I'm
the
not doing
worst?
that.
Isn't that
I'm
the
not doing
worst?
that. Yeah.
It sucks. It's like, why would
Right.
anti-nutrients exist?
How did that happen? Yeah, like again, why? That's if there's a God, why are there anti-nutrients? That's what I'm saying.
That's what, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that's a weird. It's like
It's the worst.
it doesn't seem like it serves any purpose. like there's no reason for there to be anti-nutrients.
That's what I've
I don't.
always said, and no
Yeah,
one's ever answered me
yeah,
correctly.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
So,
that is frustrating.
oh, and another thing that's really good. I'm like super into food now, just
Mm,
because it's like I've now discovered at the age of 21, it's like, hey, when you eat kale and good beans, your body feels better after you eat it. Yesterday, I
yeah,
almost fell
that's
asleep
nice.
while tutoring because I had something that was really rich in like sugar and carbohydrates, and I
Mm.
was like, and so,
Yeah,
and my body was like, hey, maybe eat more greens and things that are good for you. And
yeah.
so we got Ethiopian food last night. Have you ever had
Ooh,
Ethiopian food?
I've not, but I've heard about it.
It's so good. It's so good. It's like
Yeah,
it's all like whole foods. It's like collard greens is one of their things. I was like, oh,
nice.
that's interesting.
That's cool.
I was like, did you know Ethiopia is in southern Tennessee? um, and it's like a ton of lentils, a ton of just delicious stuff, and they have this sponge bread called injera,
Oh,
which is
yes.
amazing. Here, let me see if I can share my screen. Oh wait, I forgot about playing this. We'll play that later.
Yeah, we know the drill.
We're not what is it? Indifferent?
Yeah,
We're
I don't
not
know.
we're
Oh,
not
ignorant or
ignorant.
no?
We're not privy. We're not a okay.
I don't
Injera.
know. Oof.
Uh,
Oh, wow.
and so what they do is they put all this delicious food on this sponge bread that tastes amazing. It's like soft spongy bread that it tastes like a little bit like there's a hint of lemon, which is just
Ooh,
mwah. You gotta love
interesting.
acidity and
Mm,
just like lentils, sauces,
yeah.
good meats, greens. If you ever have the possibility of getting Ethiopian,
Yeah.
and the thing is, all of this would be like $20
Wow.
or like $15. That what I don't know. I don't think they would have all black olives,
Yeah,
jalapeno
that
pepper,
seems
just
different.
raw cut jalapeno peppers and
Yeah.
olives.
Yeah.
Probably not authentic, but it's
That's
like
from the wait, can you go back to that briefly? It was from the website A Spicy Perspective.
just raw cut vegetables.
Yeah. They're just putting things on bread.
It's amazing. So
Oh, that's awesome.
highly recommended. Can't go wrong. Um, your life will change. You'll become a morning person again.
Yeah, yeah, that's how the Ethiopians do it.
Yeah. My life changed completely, not necessarily for the better after eating Ethiopian food.
It did,
I
yeah.
couldn't go back to the way I was when I liked myself more.
Yeah. That's cool though. I do yeah, I'm trying to remember because I don't wanna misquote my parents, but I remember them telling me.
They're gonna sue us
Yeah, yeah,
for
exactly.
defamation or
That's absolutely slander. I
libel.
yeah, I don't know. Um,
Philip serves you. He's like, "Hey, look at this packet. You've been served."
so
And
we're
mom
not
and your
brothers
mom and dad
anymore.
are on the other side of the mirror, and they're looking at you. Mirror. Keep going. I'm sorry, I
A
messed
one
up.
way, you mean like a one-way mirror
A
thing?
one-way mirror.
Yeah, it's suddenly an interrogation.
Yeah. You're in the police station.
uh, anyway, uh, I remember them telling me this is how weird our family is. I
Hmm.
really remember them telling me one story about the one time they had Ethiopian food.
Hmm.
They went to a restaurant and they said it was like a thing where it was like there were no like utensils. And if I remember correctly, I think they just said they like it was like you like sit maybe on like a cushion or something like that.
Hmm.
And and like they said, like I think sort of like you were saying, like they use the bread to just sort of.
Yeah, you just use it and you
Yeah,
rip it and then you
you
grab it
yeah,
and you eat
exactly.
it.
And then you use it to eat
When
things.
you
And yeah,
walk in, that's what they say. They're like, you use it, then you rip it, then you grab it, then you eat it.
yeah,
Okay, go sit down.
yeah. Ethiopia. Uh,
Ethiopia.
it's a lot of just like this motion. Um, but yeah. that they were also big fans. Also,
How can
to
one not? You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
exactly. Uh, to sorry, wow.
Wait, hold on.
You're not sharing your sound.
Oh gosh. Well,
Sad
everyone else could
boys.
hear it, so I'm sorry.
Nice, perfect. Uh, different story about my parents getting food. Let's just keep going with this theme. I'm sure it's a big hit for our two members.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. No, it was they were going out to get Lebanese food.
Mm.
Mm. And Philip said something like, have fun at the lesbian restaurant. Just a
What a
classic
good,
mix up
what a
there.
what a
Yeah.
funny, what a funny joke.
Yeah. No, he didn't know. He really
Oh.
had mixed it up. Yeah. No. This wasn't recently. He was younger. We were both younger. And
No,
that's
you
how
were
that
older,
worked.
but he
Yeah,
was young.
I was this age. Philip was young. No, but I think he just mixed it up and
Is that the story?
yeah,
Okay.
that's the whole story.
The story was Philip was young and didn't know words yet.
Yeah,
What an idiot.
mixed up Lebanon and lesbian. Dummy,
God.
dummy. All right.
How are you? Do you
I'm
have any
good.
opinions on any current like news things?
My
Because I
opinion.
was
Well,
thinking about like, should we talk about the rocket that fell? But I didn't research it at all, and it's like we're not going to
no.
talk about Palestine because
Yeah,
like,
that
why?
seems dangerous.
Yeah, no.
I do. I have a. I think I have a broader perspective or a broader opinion, not about any one specific conflict, but about the world in general.
Go, tell us.
Breaking news, my opinion. uh,
Sorry, can I interrupt you really quick?
yeah.
There was a really funny onion video. I'm not sure if you saw this, where it was like breaking news reporter gets there so early he has no idea what's going on. And it's this guy's just like, we don't know what's happening, we're first on the scene. Where do we go?
Oh, that's good.
I think that's a funny concept.
I like
Continue.
that. Okay, so this is what I was thinking about because to reiterate my newly discovered sleeping habits, I've been sleeping more. Like that's also been part of this. That like not only am I is it you know is the sleeping period shifted later, but it's also extended. Uh, so I like, again, I'm not saying this is going to solve anything, but what I have noticed is that I am like significantly happier when I'm sleeping more. And so here's what I was thinking. Like, I would really like it if everybody in the world
Yeah.
could just like, if we could all just decide together to do less. That's my idea. That's my big idea. Thank you.
I think
A Nobel Prize.
I mean,
Wait.
that's definitely true. It's like, how can
Yeah.
that not be true? You know what I mean?
Well, I think, well, I don't know. I think there are a lot of people who would have a problem with it because of the sort of idea of the meritocracy, and we have to work to prove ourselves, um, to leave things better than how we found it and everything like that. And that's the thing, when it gets into really important things like, I don't know, like services like uh you know firemen, like that sort of thing, or fire people, I guess, to make it gender neutral. uh like things like that, where I don't want to be like, no, why don't you calm down? Maybe
Hey,
yeah,
guys,
maybe just
whoa.
whoa.
They're like,
You're
there's
a
a
little,
baby in that building.
yeah, no, just
Wait, oh, why don't we
we
take
all
a
gotta
nap?
take it, yeah,
You're like
take it
sleeping
down.
window later,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
later.
More later. Gotcha. Uh,
They're like, you
but
will be arrested if you don't get out
yeah,
of our way.
yeah. Um, so they're obviously, so yeah. What I'm not saying that, uh, like, I don't know, we should stop doing important things.
Hmm.
That's because there are things that are just objectively important.
Hmm.
Um, but what I do wonder is how much, and it might be negligible, but how much things might change if everybody got a little bit more sleep
Hmm.
and like everybody had like two fewer responsibilities, just like a little bit less to do
Hmm.
on a daily basis. Again, not nothing. I don't want like everybody has nothing to do because that's not going to work,
Hmm.
but just a little less, just a little, just
Hmm.
relaxing a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna push back a tiny bit.
Please do.
I definitely think that works for it would work for a lot of people for sure, right? But
Yeah. Well, define working.
having the same or greater amount of happiness doing like that as
Yes.
opposed to doing another thing,
Right.
right? Because I find myself, if I don't know, I like doing things, and like relaxing is obviously good, but there are people that are just like they they want to do things and that's how they want to spend their time, right?
Oh yeah.
As opposed to like, and yeah, I mean I agree with your idea of responsibilities like just being less, but I think if people replaced some of the responsibilities that they didn't want to do with easy ways of have like easy responsibilities, um that are super important for your health in general, like
Yeah.
if they replaced some of their work responsibilities with just doing a fun exercise routine or being on the Mediterranean diet, right? It's like those
Yeah.
are things that I think I've had this idea for a while where it's like superseding ever present things that you know you should be doing that mostly get pushed off to the side if you have
Mhm.
too many things to do, right? So like that includes all of the things that should, like there was a Harvard study that was like if you don't do these five things, or you do these five things, you can extend your lifespan for like 12 to 14 years. It's
Oh
just
my gosh.
don't smoke cigarettes, eat a healthy diet, exercise regularly, don't consume too much alcohol, and sleep like more than seven
Yeah.
hours. It's like
Yeah.
if you just do those five things, you can live 10 to 15 years longer. And it's like, um, if we took some of the responsibilities and shifted them more onto those, that makes a lot of sense, right? Like I don't need 10 hours of sleep. I don't know. How long have you been sleeping?
Yeah. About 10 hours, like,
Yeah.
which is
But
crazy.
you
Like,
also don't drink caffeine, right?
I also do not drink caffeine.
Yeah. So it's like I sleep about 7.5 to 8 hours usually, but then I have coffee and I feel just as good.
Yeah.
And that's like, I mean, that's clearly within the health benefits, right? Like I'm not, my sleep amount is not going to hurt me in the long run.
Right.
And so it's
Right.
like, yeah, we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same
Well,
thing.
no, I think you're saying a better thing because I think that the idea should not be doing less. It's, doing less quantitatively. It's doing uh more, no, not doing more. It's doing different things, doing things that have more meaning
Things
to
that
you.
are almost certainly going to improve your quality of life. You
Yeah.
know, like
And so,
preparing the weekly meeting docket for Bill will not improve your life
well,
quantitatively.
improve Bill's life. Stupid Bill.
Bill's just raking in all that qualitative life substance.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. All those meetings, he's loving it. Uh, but so here's, because this is what I was thinking about, like the difference between
We need to
this
have a CNN
past,
town hall.
Yeah, yeah, with Bill. Um,
There's one person in the audience.
it's Bill. Anyway, it's because I was thinking about the difference between this past semester
Hmm.
and like my first, I don't know, first or second semester uh here when I was still doing music,
Hmm.
and there was just sort of this I was just constantly like out of breath,
Hmm.
like it was trying to fulfill the ideal that like I needed to be working hard all the time, working hard all
Hmm.
the time, always moving towards this goal
Yeah.
of, getting a job and all that sort of stuff. And I remember, I think it was my first semester. I remember having um like signed up for something extra, and I was like so proud and like excited to tell people that I didn't have time to eat lunch anymore, which is absolutely absurd.
That is crazy.
Yeah, like that I think so. Yeah, I think it's less like, don't have any more responsibilities, just have fun all the time.
Yeah.
It's less like that and more dissolving the idea of the meritocracy,
Hmm.
and the idea that people who are working harder or working more often are in some way better than those who are not.
Hmm.
Um, and so, because again, this is what I've found, that I'm significantly happier when I'm just doing a little bit less, when I just have a little bit more time to sleep, when I have a little bit more energy that I can devote to things like meditation,
Hmm.
where like it's not a um, or reading as well. It's not a what am I trying to say? It's not like a really difficult activity.
Hmm.
But when I'm exhausted, what I want to do in my free time is sleep or
Yeah.
is watch TV or just to be completely passive
Hmm.
and just zone out because of all of that other work. So what I found is just that when I have a little bit more time to sleep, a little bit more energy throughout the day, I can devote that time and energy to things that do make my day significantly better. Taking a walk, as the meme suggested. I love a nice walk. Um, but yeah, that's my main thing. It's not that we should have, you know, a bunch of free time where we just get to, all party and
Hmm.
crazy or just veg, as they say. I
Mm.
went really hard on that word.
Veg.
Veg.
The
But
rest of the episode is you just saying the word veg.
yeah, that's a solid brunch. But
I
that's
just imagined the Deku meme where it was like saying the word veg for a long time.
also,
Solid brunch.
dude, it works in so many
It
ways.
works so well. Oh
um
wait, I did have one more. Sorry,
nice.
but continue.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's my basic idea, is just that uh by having a little bit more time and a little bit more energy, at least my experience has been that because I was definitely worried that with more time, with
Mhm.
less structure, especially in the mornings when I don't have anything to do, I would end up being really lazy. But
Mhm.
that hasn't been the case, just because I have more energy and am consistently more excited to do those rewarding activities.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
and yeah, that's what I think is like good about it's freedom in the sense that you're able to do only the things that you want to do. I find that that gives you a lot of energy because things that you don't want to do take energy away from you, but things that you want to do just like give you energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you would think that like I really like running now and you would think that running would take energy away, but it's like I feel so much better after I run than before I run.
Yeah.
Like if I don't run, I know that I'm not doing what I want to be doing because I know I want to be running. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
I will say to sort of push back on that though, I will say that I do think commitments to other people are very important.
Hmm.
And I don't,
Absolutely.
yeah, I don't, what I'm definitely not endorsing like an idea where it's like, I have no responsibilities to anybody else. I'm only doing the things that I like all the time. That I don't think that's good. I don't think that's ultimately fulfilling.
I absolutely agree.
And yeah, there's David Brooks has a great, he gave a speech a while ago and he had a great line. It was something like, um,
My name's David Brooks. Hi, welcome to my speech from a long time
yeah,
ago.
uh, no, it was something like, freedom is, well, intellectual freedom is very good, but social freedom, as in, having none of those commitments, being detached and isolated, that sort of freedom is not an ocean you want to live in. It's a river you want to cross so you can be committed to others on the other side or something like that. I'm definitely butchering the quote, but it's yeah, that feeling of that kind of freedom is closer to loneliness than um, anything else, I think. Anyway,
Hmm. Yeah,
that's
which is nice
yeah,
about the internet because, like, I'm planning on moving to Miami, right?
yeah,
And as one does. And if there was no internet, I would just get a job and just be lonely down there. But it's like
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna do Boonch, baby.
Yeah, we're
Boonch.
staying. We're here to stay.
We are an institution where if you go to the Harvard Library, it's now called the Boonch, the
Yeah,
Boonch Library.
yeah.
What's
With
a
just a bunch of pictures of Richard Kind.
libunchery?
Libel. What do you
Libel.
libel?
I was trying to combine the word library and boonch.
Oh, I thought you were
Libunchery,
saying
but
libel.
it doesn't work.
Libutcher. No, it doesn't. Yeah,
Okay, but
that's all right.
relating to
Let's look at
this,
a meme.
no, it literally, it's crazy. I made this meme. I don't know why I thought of it. It's not even funny, but it relates to what we were talking about so perfectly.
Yeah.
It's
Ah,
like,
yeah.
hello, I'm so glad we waited.
Yes. It's worked out so perfectly. Uh, yeah, because again, there's that cycle of like, well,
I
I'm
gotta get A's in this chem class, or else I'm not gonna be able to become a microbiologist, and then I'm not gonna be able to live a happy life.
you
It's
know,
like that's that's what I've discovered with like the finance. Like, have you heard of fire? Hey
uh,
idiot! Hey
yeah,
idiot!
you know about that hot stuff.
You know about that new thing? So it stands for the financial independence retire early, where
okay.
the
No, I've
idea
not heard of
the
that.
idea is that you make enough money and you invest it to where you, if you didn't want to, you don't have to work again, but mainly the idea is that you can do whatever job you want no matter what pay it is, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
um if and it's not a ton of money if you like focus on it for like 10 to 15 years. If you save up a like if you wanted a salary of $30,000 a year, you would need like $750,000 invested or something like that. Um, which is that's like after 15 years, and if you like put all your money in now, it'll a lot of it can grow in those 15 years. Like roughly your investments double every 10 years or something like that. So if you put in 375,000 and then yeah. Anyways, and what were we talking about? It's where it's like
Fire.
yeah, you're not stressed by money or by doing whatever you need to for your job. You can just do whatever you want because you have the stability.
Right.
And that's really cool to me for two reasons. One, it gives you freedom, obviously, to sort of do what you please in terms of work and in terms of being with people. But then also, it forces you to live within means that are completely reasonable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like $40,000 a year when you don't have to work a job that you hate is really not that bad at all. You know,
No,
like
not at all.
that's like like if you had $40,000 and no responsibilities, you would have a very happy life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can eat wild grains and
Anti-nutrients.
just
Except for anti-nutrients, it's a great life.
my life would be great if it weren't for anti-nutrients.
That's definitely, I think, the theme of this brunch.
I'm
Uh,
amen.
yeah. So here's, I think, because the interesting thing, 'cause I like what you were talking about. That had been another thing I was thinking about. That, and I think we've talked about this before, but the
Probably.
idea that
Probably.
definitely we've talked about most things before. The idea that one's job need not be one's identity,
Amen.
and that, oh,
Preach.
yeah, give it up for
Boonch
that
it.
very
Boonch.
simple idea.
Boonch it.
Boonch. But I do. Oh, sorry. I do.
Do you take this woman to be your lawfully? I do.
do.
She's like, never mind.
No. So I think, because what you're talking about. Sorry. What I was.
Oh wait, I'm not sure.
Yeah, sure your sound, but I could guess what it was.
Yeah.
What I was thinking was, when you were talking about not, having that responsibility to be constantly making a lot of money, like that sort of thing. Because I was thinking, is there still, trying to play devil's advocate, is there still something about that, I don't know, paradigm where it it is evidence of a responsibility to one's family? Because again, if you have a family and you are working consistently to support that family and to give that family, your kids, all the best opportunities and all that stuff. But the interesting thing, I think, with the fire idea is that
with
you
that whole thing, fire.
with the concept of fire. Yeah. No, but the interesting thing is that you're still fulfilling that responsibility. You still have those means by which you can support your family and give your kids a good life and all that sort of stuff. It's just that you don't have a responsibility to
Money.
Exactly. You don't have the commitment to the money anymore.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and what
That's
a lot
not
of
what is
a lot of the
controlling.
a lot of what fire people say is like, you don't stop working. Work just becomes a lot more fulfilling because you don't have to do it for the money.
Right.
And so
Right.
and yeah, and so people obviously still work, especially if you
Yeah.
retire in your 30s. You're like, nah.
I'm done.
Here we go, my hundreds. 70 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I think that's true. I think it is, you still have those responsibilities to other people, and that's important. You have those commitments.
Yeah.
But it's
Easy.
not. Yeah. Yeah. It's just not. I don't even know how exactly I would describe it. It's just different.
Have you seen Into the Wild?
No.
Okay, so this was one of the questions that I was going to save for Wednesday, but it makes sense now.
Okay. Nice.
So Into the Wild it was a book by John Krakauer first, and then a movie directed and written by Sean Penn. Hey,
Nice.
We should make him our new meme.
Do you think we could get in touch with his publicist as well?
Yeah, Sean
If we
Pond.
just use a bunch of his pictures.
Oh my gosh, what
remember
about Sean
Bond?
Sheen
Bean. Do you remember that picture that Alex
circa
was in his
1987?
shirt? Those were fun.
God,
Fun times
good
indeed.
times. But
Should be.
it follows this real world person named Chris McCandless. Let me look up a
You
picture.
spell that? Because I'm confused.
Chris CHRI.
No.
So it's this. He was this American.
McCandless?
He was this American adventurer in the '90s. That no, I'm just kidding. Who? This is like actually
McCandless. All right, that's exactly what I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, so he's this guy who sort of went off like after college, just went off on his own for 2 years, and then eventually ended up dying in Alaska. Where he found this magic bus. They call it the magic bus, and he stayed there until he starved to death. And there's a movie called Into the Wild about it, starring Emil Hirsch. Who I don't know what else he's been in, but the whole the movie is mainly just like biographical, right? It's just like it's trying to just accurately depict what happened to him. I don't think it's necessarily trying to make a point. Maybe one of kindness, and like he was pretty nice to other people, but and he had like this lust for life, but he was almost like he read all those people like Thoreau and just like a bunch of philosophers, and he was one of those people, like a kind of a cliche that was like, I'm gonna go off on my own, I'm gonna live in the wilderness, I'm gonna live life like it was like we were supposed to, and then he died. What are your opinions about this way of living? Just like sort of the ardent individualist that wants to go out in the wilderness, be out on their own, not need any money. He sent like his entire life savings to Oxfam and was like feed people, and then he just like traveled with no money.
I mean, again, I think as with a lot of things, that if you're happy doing that, and not only was he not hurting anybody, but he was helping to feed people, like I think those are sort of at least to my mind, like two of the big, like the two big criteria. It's are you yourself happy and fulfilled, and have you helped others? I think those are the two sort of things, because a life that's only focused on personal joy, you seem to be sort of abdicating a general responsibility to others. And a life that's only based on trying to help others and does not result in personal fulfillment, although usually helping others does, is seems unnecessarily devoid of joy. So again, I think if those two things are met, I have no issue.
I think I completely agree. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have any questions. Most of my things are just thoughts.
Yeah, no, it is interesting. And like, again, the thing is, like, I would be very interested to know like how he was enjoying it, like how he would have, how he would have reviewed his own life.
He's like, B-.
It's all right,
Could have used less comma splices.
Comma splices.
Okay. Now let's get into what people really came here to see.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Do
you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I never have any ideas.
We need to do this. Like,
let's get into it.
And this is a good selection.
This is, and also
I hate
nicely brunch related.
I hate this.
that avocado is a fruit?
Are we gonna include that?
I have no idea. I have no opinion. I I've always just considered it an avocado,
Yeah.
uh, like or just in the category of green.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Did you say grain?
No, green. I've always considered avocado to be a grain. It's avocado and sorghum. Those are the big two.
Okay,
Anyway,
should we just go in order then?
all right.
So let's skip avocado. Apple.
Okay. Apple.
Oh, these
I
are in
like it.
order, in alphabetical.
Ah, they are.
That's smart.
Except for avocado and apple, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
Stupid.
idiots.
Well, yeah, no, I like apples.
What? How much?
That is the question. Um, I love. We really just summarized how.
Okay, we
terrible
should
this
try
work
to
is.
figure out what our criterion are. So
Hmm.
it should be taste, I think,
Yeah, that makes sense.
versatility,
Define.
like how many different things can it be used in, right?
Oh,
Like,
that's good.
because
Yeah.
all of these are good as like a light dessert, you know what I mean? Like,
True. True.
but we got to see like, um, we're not going to include any artificial flavorings here because
No.
yeah, because it's like that's stupid. We should also include availability throughout the year, I think, because
Oh, interesting.
just because some of these are super prime, but you can't get it all the time.
With
Did you hear that, Ryan?
no, it's good.
You're like, no.
Yeah, no, I got it. With more globalization, though, are we not able to
Mhm.
get
Mhm.
certain food out of season because it's in season in another place?
See, the thing, I think you can get foods all the time, but it's like
Yeah,
they're
it's just
only
not as good.
if they're bad. It's like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they're
I
bad.
don't know. We that doesn't have to be as important as versatility and taste because
Yeah, yeah, we can weight that a little lower,
and then
perhaps.
also the supreme one, appearance.
It's all about aesthetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pomegranate D.
It's the only one with a completely black
That
background.
looks like yeah, like a profile picture.
uh,
Boonch boys.
you think that pomegranate is a public domain image? Um, oh, by the way, I found a good public domain image of.
Do you want to find it and then share your screen? Or
No,
yeah.
it's on our Facebook account now.
Oh, really? Can I look it up?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Let me.
I can just go to Facebook
Oh,
Boonch
that
boys.
makes more sense. Yeah,
Facebook Boonch boys.
love it.
Boonch?
Bench. It was this woman. It was Florence E. Sutton, a an American tennis player. I called her an incorrigible ragamuffin. Anyway, I was just
That's
excited about that
great.
yesterday. I went through the Library of Congress's like huge
Public
collection of
domain.
public domain
Yeah.
images. It's some great stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Let's stop fooling
also
around here.
they keep sending me things. It's like, is the Boonch Boys hiring? And I was like, I so want to hire someone. I don't know what it would be for.
We should like hire once we get big enough, we'll hire my dad as chief historian.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because
I'd
then
enjoy that.
we can have completely historical posts that we can use as memes, so we don't have to keep using Richard Kind.
Very nice. All right, let's get back to apples.
A or
So
B?
I would agree. I'm looking further down the list. It looks like we have organic apples later,
Where?
just on the end there. Is that not what those are?
These?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
What am I looking
these
at?
are peaches.
Those are peaches. Oh, I cannot see.
Wait, there's a peaches song.
There's
Peaches
a
song.
Those are peaches. I guess so.
Or apricot. I'm not exactly sure. I think we should just call them
I don't even
peaches.
I don't even know what an apricot is.
I'm gonna ask my dad what the peach song is.
Okay. uh, I'm good with A for apples. A is for apple.
A for
Nice.
we did it.
We did it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah,
the thing
definitely up there with the versatility.
What I'll say is that it's not very. It's good with a lot of different things. It's not good in smoothies.
Interesting.
Have you ever had it in smoothies?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the thing. Apples
That's
are.
why.
That is the thing.
That is the thing.
Apples are delicious all around, but when they're too watery, I think, and they like disintegrate weirdly in smoothies. Bananas, on the other hand, where are we
B is for bananas. We just do this by the letter. So it's difficult.
Bananas, can I be honest?
Go right
S
ahead.
tier. I know you're gonna disagree, just because it's not very versatile, and it's not amazing with too many things. But there are a couple things that are amazing. Banana bread. Hello.
That's what I was gonna say. It lends itself to a number
Dolly.
of pastries.
It's like, banana with almond butter is one of the best snacks I've ever had.
Whoa.
And it's the perfect fruit in smoothies because it is almost like a thickening agent. You know what I mean?
Yes. I would probably put it A, just because.
Okay, well, it has to be. It has to be S tier. Has to be S tier. We have to agree on the S tier. We have to keep it pure.
Keep it pure.
If anybody's watching and they want to chime in, we'll look at your reasons, but we'll not respect them.
We'll listen and then move on. I will say, I think our when we did our first one, the bread tier list, that got controversial.
That was
people
very
got
heated.
upset.
The most amount of comments that we've ever gotten. People were mad about our opinions on biscuits.
That was the big one. Yeah.
Can I read your comment about biscuits? Do you remember that?
No.
It was so good. Hold on, I gotta find it. I have to find it. I'm so sorry, but
No, that's all right.
Amelia said, biscuits are A tier. On a bad biscuit day, maybe a C. And then you said every day is a bad biscuit day. Oh, I couldn't stop with that. Okay, blackberries.
Right,
let's stop kidding around here. I can't believe they put avocados in here. How do we get rid of this?
Are they not a fruit?
They probably are, but it's
they probably are. It's just we don't consider them.
It's like, it's that thing where it's like, knowledge is knowing avocado is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad.
Nice. Hey. Oh, that's going on a bumper sticker.
Hey now, let's all calm down, get more sleep.
Put that on your plate.
We don't want to go 90 miles per hour all the time.
I would do C.
I would do C or B. Let's just
do C then.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're nice and fresh in the summer, but it's like I don't want a winter blackberry, and sometimes it's too bitter.
Yeah, and sometimes it has like little rocks in it or something. Not rocks, but like little hard.
Sometimes it's only gravel.
Yeah, sometimes there's just a pebble.
Sometimes there's a huge lug nut holding both halves together, and I'm like, how is that possible?
Like I'm not gonna eat that. I would put blueberries at B.
I would also, that's what I was gonna say. The thing with blueberries is sometimes they rot quickly, and sometimes there are some that are too soft and mushy.
I was gonna say mushy.
But it's like, I don't know. I can't always say that for all of these because it's like, if you don't eat it at the right time, it's not gonna taste
If it's bad, then it's worse.
If it's bad, you're not gonna like it, maybe.
Right.
Okay. Can we be?
What?
Continue about blueberries. I was gonna rant about cantaloupe.
Oh, dude, I'm ready. Let's absolutely destroy
I hate
cantaloupe.
cantaloupe
I
so much.
hate cantaloupe.
And here's the thing about cantaloupe. It's like all the people just like bring it to these summer things just in a bowl, and then it sits outside and it's like sweaty, and it already wasn't good. Like it's sometimes fine when you take it out of the refrigerator and it's like perfectly ripe. It's like it's non-confrontational, it's orange, it is what it is. But it's like it's never like that. And when have you ever seen a I don't know. Don't get me started.
Calm down. No, my thing with cantaloupe is in the context of a fruit cup.
Yes.
They put way too much cantaloupe. They need to change up the ratio. It needs to be like maybe a third cantaloupe, more strawberry, more grape. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
God, we should
go
on to cherry. Yeah, we should make fruit.
You think we could sell fruit cups on Teespring?
I think. Do you know about NFTs? We should discuss that on our next thing.
I know that I don't understand.
Okay, cool. Maybe I should research it more. But we should definitely get into NFTs. We could sell a hilarious NFT and make 100 Ethereum. All right.
Love it.
Cherries.
Oh. Here's my thing about cherries. I don't eat them. I like the flavor of them in other things, which is not what we're
talking about, right? Yeah.
Where what do you think?
I would go A or B. I think cherries.
Okay.
I don't know. I react weirdly to cherries. I love the taste and I'll eat 20 in a row. But it's like really astringent where it's like it makes my mouth like, you know that feeling where it's like you're constantly like
I honestly really do know that feeling.
Which is why I would probably put it at B.
I'm good with B.
Okay. You also said you had no opinion, so
right. Yeah.
You're like, now that you say that,
firmly on B.
Yeah. I'm not budging on B. God, that's the problem with these tier lists. It's like neither of us are
caring about those things.
Like we're not going to argue about cherries being at B. We're going to intellectually discuss and then come to an agreement. Grapes.
Now those are red grapes.
Here's the thing. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Two things.
Yeah.
You're right about different grapes being different. We need to discuss that. But also, wouldn't grapefruit go before grapes? Because it's like
true.
Because as a fruit, you wouldn't. I don't know. I guess you would say grape, but it's like, do you ever have one grape? It's like
that would be sad. Time for a snack. Let me get a single grape.
The saddest snack: a single green grape. We should sell
in a huge fruit cup.
Family fruit salad.
One grape in a bowl.
God.
So no, what I will say is I think red grapes make my mouth feel like that. Green grapes don't.
Interesting.
I have found there's a different mouthfeel.
I agree, and I like red grapes more than green grapes.
Interesting. I was going to go green grapes more than red grapes. It seems we've arrived at some controversy.
I would still say B though.
Yeah, I'm good.
B or A. Would you say A?
No, because there's other things on this list that I would
see. Here's the thing: we're not counting wine as a grape derivative, correct? We're just talking about just
talking about the fruit. I'm good with B.
I'm also good with A though.
Oh,
but we can do B. It doesn't matter.
It's really not
grapefruit.
No, I'm good with A. Let's go with A.
You go, yeah. Let's
I like grapes.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
Sour.
Indeed.
Lots of vitamin C. No, don't have it. Like at all.
Yeah, I don't eat it. My parents eat grapefruit. We're coming back to what my parents eat.
Yeah.
That's been
Your mom's like,
a
I'm
big
gonna sleep
thing.
in, and then she's like, I woke up and I needed a grapefruit.
I needed 4 grapefruit. Um,
I
I
need 4 grapefruit.
Are we allowed to take off points for how stupid the name is?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think at least C.
yeah. I was gonna go C too,
Yeah.
just because like I don't have it, and it's too sour for me to want it. You know what I mean? Like
Interesting.
it makes sense as a like if you're trying to lose weight and you want something like aggressive as a breakfast, but it's like not, but it
Just like,
doesn't. Yeah, it's like yeah, you're gonna have grapefruit, but it's like I don't know. It's not. I'm not the fan. Do they like have those like metal spoons that like cut out the pulp, or what do they do with it?
I don't know. Are you talking about my parents?
Yeah.
Or
Do they just
people
like
in general?
Yeah. Do they?
Do they have it? No, I don't think so. I think they like cut it in half and then they just scoop out little slivers.
Yeah, I thought that there were special grapefruit spoons that were like serrated around the edge so that it could clean the pulp easier.
Oh my God, no, they definitely don't have those. That's crazy.
Maybe they do, and you just don't know.
That would be even crazier.
That
They
would
just
be.
got a new lamb, but anyway.
They just got a new lamb.
Yeah, they just bought a sheep. Anyway, kiwi. Yes. Is that what the next one is?
This is mango.
Oh God.
God, kiwi, kiwi should be on. Can we treat the avocado as kiwi?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, because I love kiwis.
Kiwi is good.
Kiwi is good. I would put
Another
that in
another great element of a good fruit cup when they throw in a few kiwi slices.
Absolutely.
Shut your mouth.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care for fruit cups too much, so I'm
No,
not.
me
I'm
neither.
not. I'm not all in on your whole fruit cup comparisons, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love kiwis. I would put those as an S. But you can if you yeah, if you don't have kiwis that much, I'm
I'm
totally.
good with. Can we do A?
We can definitely do A.
All right.
Okay, mangoes.
A is for kiwi. Mango. I think. I think you might disagree with me on this, but mango is pretty low on my list.
Really?
I'm not a big mango fan.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Oh, you're asking?
Explain yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't love it. It's a little sticky. It doesn't. It's not my favorite taste.
Yeah. I agree. I would unfortunately I'll put mango as an S, but that's just because of my personal experiences with mangoes.
Yeah, yeah.
I would consider myself a mango connoisseur, and there's a lot of crap out there. It's like
Yeah.
there's a very specific time of the year, summer, when mangoes
familiar with the season of summer.
the very specific small window known as May
Yeah.
to August, and mangoes, like a lot of them are full and like ripe, but they don't have an amazing flavor. I've had I would say 20 amazing mangoes in my life, and the rest of them have been crap, but those 20 mangoes
Yeah.
have changed
you're
my
gonna make
life.
it for it.
I wouldn't be the man I am today if it weren't for
Wow.
mangoes. And I'm not exaggerating for the bit.
You know what? You've
No, don't let me convince you. Go
well,
for
no,
it.
I'm not saying
This
I'm
is a
not saying you convinced
democracy.
me. No, I'm not saying that you've convinced me to put it at S just because I haven't had a mango in many a moon. But
I was quite a young lad when I had
Yeah.
a delectable mango.
I was a number of feet lower the last time I consumed.
And since I had a
mango.
delectatious mango,
Four score. I
good Abraham Lincoln reference.
Yeah, bringing in the mango Abraham.
Can we get ALs in the chat? Can we get mad respects for
Let me-
AL?
Yeah. Let me drop some of that Gettysburg prose in
See,
the chat.
here's the thing. Are we too ironic to be... Are we
What?
too ironic? I don't know. Just to
About
like
what?
anything.
Anything? I don't know. I don't even know fully what irony is anymore. Let's just go with B because compromise.
I'm good with that. I'm good with
There we
that.
go.
I kind of respect this list a lot. Oranges.
Fine.
Fine. Okay.
Well, oh, uh,
Oh.
have very limited experience with your standard orange.
Mhm.
What I
Clementines.
also what
Clementines?
clementines, mandarin
Yeah.
oranges. Yep, yeah, definitely higher up on the
Can
list.
we,
That's like
yeah, let's lump both of them together. I think it should be
okay,
50-50 just
okay,
because they are different, but to me they're still pretty I still like it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What I learned recently,
Yes.
just a little fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember where I learned this, so it might be false, but I'm gonna keep going with our classic
Mm-hmm.
way of doing things here, which is just saying things.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that the color orange was named after the fruit.
Really?
Yes.
Makes sense because the concept of color didn't come
Right.
until after fruit existed.
Yeah, you know how that works. But I mean, it also is sort of nice because then it isn't like somebody really just was lazy when they named the fruit. They were like, we're just going to name it after the color.
Mhm.
Then why aren't bananas called yellow? So now we know that they just named anyway.
This is why we need a historian.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, because that all might have been false. Um, uh,
You're like,
I
neither words actually exist at all.
yeah, no, I think if we're combining,
Mhm.
lumping them all together,
Mhm.
ooh, I still don't know. um,
I would go B.
yeah, I'm good with that. I think just because I have a lot of mandarin oranges,
Yeah, because
clementines.
I love regular oranges. They're
Hmm.
hard to peel. Boonch dad said, should the amount of work it takes to eat a fruit be considered a factor? A mango takes too much work. That's a good point.
Ooh,
That's why it does take a lot of work to eat a mango. That's why it's
yeah.
at B.
Okay, nice, nice.
Um, yeah, and oranges, clementines are easier to peel, but I don't like them as much as regular oranges. But regular oranges are much harder to peel, and they have that white nonsense. Um, and so, yeah, America. um, but yeah, I love the juice. Gotta
Yeah,
respect it. I mean, it's a powerhouse for sure.
sure. Yeah,
In
it's
its
really the
own way.
mitochondria
Of the fruit tier
of the
list.
fruit juice. I will say though, I know I remember my the juice is like super sugary. Um,
Absolutely.
like I remember my parents we've had back to what my parents like to eat.
Yeah.
Um, they used to do that where they'd have it was like like a full glass of orange juice,
Hmm.
a bowl of cereal, some grapefruit. That was like what they used to eat
Hmm.
like most a lot of mornings, and then maybe some sort of bagel. Um, and then we started learning a little bit about nutrition, like
Yeah.
a little bit, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh no, this is all so sugary."
Like processed orange juice, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
like your Tropicana. I'm sure like there's very healthy orange juice,
Well,
like
yeah, it's
just
just like if you
naturally
get juice
squeezed.
from
Yeah,
the orange, yeah,
yeah,
it's like
yeah, yeah. All that fancy healthy orange juice where it's just juice from an
there's
orange.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ingredients list is just the farmer squeezing the orange.
It's just a picture of squeezing. Um,
But yeah,
yeah,
I mean it is quite sugary. It's like it it doesn't want to be forgotten. And it's like that can sometimes take it down. That can sometimes take it down a peg. But it's
yeah.
out there for sure.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We're definitely gonna have to split this episode into two videos.
yeah. This went way too long.
Because YouTube like won't upload it if it's too
Oh,
long.
that's fun. All right, we can just do like the second half is this tier list because we spent a while doing this. Um,
And we never won't. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
Oh, that's true.
unless
Yeah.
the tier list is like 4 things, which we could probably still make just as long. That would be fun if we could try to make a whole episode
really
just
stretching
out of 5 things that we have to put in one in each category of something.
That would be interesting, though. I would like that. Anyway,
Power of attrition.
Peach. Yeah. Honestly, S tier for me. I
I
love a good peach.
They're very good. They
They're
are very good.
Again, sometimes they're bad when they're really dry. Don't like a dry peach.
Don't
Doesn't
like a
taste
dry
good.
peach.
Doesn't feel good in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
A good peach, a good juicy, fresh.
Mm-hmm. Moves continents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I agree.
Peach.
Peaches are the easier to eat mangoes that are more consistent.
Nice.
So.
Also, what is your feeling about the peach versus nectarine debate?
Not very familiar.
Nectarines are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have like the fuzziness on the outside.
I think that might be what's pictured here.
That's why I thought it was an apple. Hopefully that's that. But that would have been so funny if they just put another apple in it. But I will say, I don't know, something about the peach.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I agree.
Not to get too technical here, but I like the peach.
And the thing is, peaches and plums to me are very similar. Not at all in terms of what you would consider similarities, but they're like very similar in their roundness, their main pit. I have them in the summertime. But plums are, there's more of a chance that they're not even flavorful, right? Like some of them can be deliciously sweet, but some of the times it's just like water and pulp, and I'm like, hello, did I buy you for nothing?
Yeah, I could have just gotten water from the tap.
Plums, where are you at?
Yeah. They just turn on the faucet and there's just plums coming in.
Okay, pineapple.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Too sour. I don't know.
Interesting.
And you never have, like, have you ever gotten pineapple fresh from an actual pineapple?
No, that is the thing I was gonna say. Like, because
we have to do straight from the origin, right? Like, if someone freshly cuts you pineapple, it's like, yeah, it's good, it's delicious, yeah, it's like sour in the right way. But if you had to peel it, it would not be as fun. And sometimes it's like there's like those hard bits.
That is true.
I'm gonna go see.
Oof. All right. Let's talk about this, because I like pineapple in a fruit cup. I'm really not that enthusiastic about fruit cups.
Yeah.
I'm just
tell it to the judge.
Let's look at the transcript. It seems you are pretty excited about fruit cups.
You said fruit cups exactly 134 times.
But it does liven up a fruit cup. That's like when it's like 90% cantaloupe, you get a little piece of pineapple there. It's exciting.
I mean, anything against a cantaloupe. You can you could put Lay's potato chips in it and it'll liven up.
That would be so gross.
The soggiest Lay's.
Yeah, it would be so wet and kind of sweet because of the cantaloupe. Anyway,
Boonch Boys is the wettest potato chips with cantaloupe.
That's what we need to sell. It's our
just the worst combinations of things.
Worst things, and also one big cashew. See, okay, but I really do like the taste of pineapple, and I didn't know that until a few years ago when I had it.
changing every day. Changing every day.
But I would argue for A or B.
Well, let's for sure. If you want to cut it, I'll eat it. That's a B. You know what I mean?
That is the other thing, is that it's a very aggressive fruit. Like it's trying to not be eaten clearly. So it's a little bit more work to reiterate Boonch Dad's point.
All right, pomegranate.
Never had it.
D or C. Yeah, I mean, it's it's not aggressive, but it's like it's a lot of work, and you have to have the pits. I think it's good in like, it seems perfect for like those bowls that you have in the morning where it's like have some pomegranates and some blueberries and some yogurts and some oats and some chia seeds.
Yeah.
And like a dash of honey. Like that makes sense, but
That's
it's like
a good morning.
here's the thing. We should view this tier list as like, if these fruits were available, which one would you go for first? Right?
Nice.
Our collective experience. And pomegranate is just way too much work. Like, would you rather have pomegranate or a good grape or a good cherry? You know what I mean?
It's true. That's a good point.
It's like, yeah. But D should be reserved for absolute hatreds. I think that's
yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah. All right, raspberry.
Ooh.
Don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Never seen
it. That. Yeah. No, dude. I put raspberry at S tier.
Really?
I love a good raspberry, and again, just discovered it somewhat recently.
I'm gonna have to push back. I'm gonna have to push back.
But yeah, that's no.
B or C.
All right.
Just because it's not my favorite berry, and
why?
I feel like, I don't know. I like the flavor. I don't know. I feel like the other berries are a little bit more complex and subtle. Raspberries, I do like raspberries. You're right. I would definitely compromise to an A for raspberries. Now that I think about raspberries.
Let me take a minute in real time and consider
my problems with it. The ones that I've had go kind of quickly, and
that is true.
And unfortunately, I do like the idea of versatility, where it's like, do you just need to have this fruit alone? Raspberries, I'm not sure, would blend with a lot of different things, right? You can put blueberries in cereal. You can put certain things in there. It is a very good berry. The show Berry with Bill Hader. Just one raspberry. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite berry.
Yeah,
but
it's okay.
It's definitely good, and I can respect your opinion, and I will go with
I appreciate that. I would also say I think it does go nicely with other berries. I would do that last summer. I would have that. I would have a little bowl of strawberry, raspberry, blueberry together. Great time.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Strawberries.
What are you thinking?
S.
Yeah. All right, good.
Cool.
Nice. Done.
And then watermelon?
I think it's overhyped. I think people
are gonna have a lot of problems in the comments.
Oh well, yeah, in the comments, sure.
Well, I would say instant S tier.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh. I'm good with A. Can we do A?
We can do A.
I'm good with A.
Deal. Okay.
Nice.
This is not bad.
No, I think it's well reasoned.
Yeah.
And as long as cantaloupe is at the bottom, we've done our job correctly.
Barring anything else. The thing is, should these be theoretically, should they have a normal distribution where it's like, it's perfectly, right? Like a perfectly normal distribution would be like,
right. No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. I'm going to say I don't care. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, the thing is,
what would be the benefits of it being that way?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess,
what the thing.
yeah.
Like, also, this is just the two of us ranking through.
Yeah. I'm like, we need a responsibility that you're like, just sleep more.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pontificate about. Oh my god, it's Logan Paul yelling at another man. We should think about another possible fruit, or another possible tier list.
Sandler too.
That's not bad. Marvel movies, don't know any. And then just sports. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Okay,
All
well,
right, that's plenty
we've done a lot.
with very little.
You know what? I think YouTube automatically uploads our live stream, so I think we
Oh,
should be
seriously?
fine. Yeah,
Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
we'll just upload it on Anchor.
yeah. Is that gonna work?
Yeah.
Just an hour and a half on Spotify?
I guess.
Oh
Gosh.
yeah, there are podcasts that are that long.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that on Spotify.
Hour and a half? Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
Forget
come
about
on.
it. Joe Rogan's podcasts are like 5 hours.
That's crazy.
That's not true.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
another one in the books.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
God.
What is that? 14? Is today?
Yeah,
14?
here's the thing. I'm not counting today as part of our season 2.
Interesting. It's a separate. It's like a mini series.
Yeah, I don't know, because I think once we get more people to like, participate other than my father, this will be more of like a chill hang that we do on Sunday mornings.
That'd be
What I mean?
I like that. Yeah.
Where it's like we had content, but most of it was us talking about sleeping in and like being good that way. And so. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter,
Right.
We can
Also,
change all the titles.
so
It doesn't matter
unimportant.
at all. Yeah, we'll discuss that later. Anybody, put in your comments what you want.
Also, we just end the stream and we're like, oh, fuck.
I hate it. I hate it
I'm
so much.
tired. I haven't slept at all. I have
All
so
I
many
think about is
responsibilities.
people in the comments saying whether or not they want us to have this kind of season 2. See, this is what I think the value of doing longer streams is. We just get progressively more just like worn down.
Yeah.
Just like
that's when it's real.
not
No more,
worn, not worn down, but it's like we're not like, so how was your week? We're like,
right. Yeah. Yeah. No more polished Boonch boys.
Strawberries.
This is raw Boonch boys.
Raw Boonch. Oh god, the worst produce product at your Safeway. Raw Boonch.
Raw Boonch.
Oh no. Oh no.
Right.
Okay. Well.
All right. Sunday in the park with Boonch. Am I right? I should have thought of that earlier.
What is that?
That was good. There's a play called Sunday in the Park with George.
Okay. Georgie?
Sunday on the line with Boonch.
Okay,
Nice.
well, thanks to our 2 concurrent viewers. I hope it was a pleasure for you, everybody watching this after hours for some reason.
After hours.
Yeah. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Let us know what you think. Stream us on Anchor if you want. Tell your friends and family. Tell your friends and family and aunt. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
All right.
All right.